totally made the right decision of what to do with the beginning of your weekend. You're here for a very special screening tonight of Martin Scorsese's Goodfellas. The film is marking its 35th anniversary this year, and we're thrilled to have we will host this event. The film is part of a week-long series called The Ingredients of Life, known as and Other Appetizing Tales.
There's a word for women like Lorraine Bracco. Vivace. Meaning lively, and keeping with Ingredients of Life, the series that this is a part of. Let me describe her as possessing a voice dry as vermouth, a temperament effervescent as Lambrusco, and a singular acting career with a remarkable range of roles. How many actors have played mothers, biochemists, psychiatrists, nonas? She's worked with a very noteworthy array of film and television creatives, including Lena Wertmuller, Ridley Scott, Blake Edwards, Martin Scorsese, and on TV, David Chase, creator of The Sopranos, and Janet Tamaro, creator of Rizzoli and Isles. And I don't think anyone's had a TV career quite like you. You're like a mega superstar.
What's wrong with you?
Come on, I have kids, I have my kids' friends, and I know what they watch. So, in some places you are very beloved. Maybe not in your own home. Sometimes that happens too. But anyhow, please welcome, I think we need to welcome Lorraine again. Because Goodfellas is probably top of mind at this moment, let's start with Goodfellas before we start about how you became an actress.
And I got the part. I must not have to go
I don't know how many of you here have read Glenn Kenny's Made Men, which is an excellent account of how Goodfellas came together. And it mentions how Scorsese encourages contributions from his actors. And I want to know what you contributed, but I also hope you're the one who came up with the idea
Goodfellas when I was in the film school. Because at that time, I remember the only thing I thought was like, why is it so freaking long? I wanted to go to the restroom, and every time I thought like, oh, finally this looks like the ending and I can finally go and use the restroom. It kept going. It just kept going. It just kept going. And I only remembered a couple things from it. I mean, I remembered Robert De Niro. I remember that Tommy was killed. I didn't remember how, under what circumstances, why. And I remember the laughing scene because, come on, it's everywhere. Even if you haven't seen the movie, you definitely have seen that scene. So, my goodness, I so much appreciated it right now. I feel like there should be some test that would determine if a person is ready to go into directing or if not. Because I think it was too early for me. I went into directing because I had to bribe someone to get into the acting school back then, and I didn't have that money. So, and really, I was like my directing projects at that time, my god, it's so embarrassing to see them right now. I don't even know where they are. I hope they are lost forever. And I don't know, they burned, they are absolutely destroyed, and nobody will ever see this because really they were good enough not to fail, but to show someone, no, never ever. Nobody will ever see that. I really went into directing because that gave me a chance to act in my classmates' films. So that's what I did, basically. Our group was about like 20 people, and every semester I took part in like 12 out of what? First it was 20, then like I think we ended up being like 17 of us. So a lot. And making my own also, so you can take me out of that. So, yeah. My goodness, I understood the genius of Scorsese right now. I get it. She's a brilliant director. I always looked at his work through the lens of, oh my god, it is so long. I will just die there. But now I think I want to see that. I don't remember anything else that I mean, Raging Bull. I did see that one. What else did he shoot? Tell me. I mean, Irishman, I haven't seen it because people joke that it's a season. It's not one like whole feature film. But my friend actually is at the beginning of it. When there is like a shadow of a woman walking, that's my friend Connie Perry. She's amazing. Martin Scorsese. Okay, The Wolf of Wall Street, that's I've seen. The Departed. Oh, I loved The Departed. Shutter Island, okay, I've seen that one. Yeah, as I said, Raging Bull. Gangs of New York. Oh, okay, then I've seen a big chunk of his work. Okay, Hugo, The Aviator, Cape Fear. Okay, I thought that I just was so not into his work. But no, actually, I've seen so much. Okay, not bad. Really much more than what I thought. Yeah, okay. But I think now I will look at his work through the lens, like a totally different lens. And oh my god, the directing, this is such a great piece of directing. I told you before, I hate the way a lot of movies are shot today. They shoot coverage. which means you don't really need a director there. So they shoot master, basically like a long shot. And then they shoot closer. They shoot mediums, they shoot close-ups, and they shoot some inserts, like somebody picks up a jar, somebody picks up a phone, You don't need a director for this. It's just an editor puts that together. Okay, you need a director to work with actors, okay. But really, it can be so much more interesting than just, this classic thing like in and out. Come on. Really, it is so good, my goodness. It is so good. Like the scene where they're entering Copacabana, like one long shot. My goodness. I can't imagine, like, how was it shot at that time? This long shot. I'm sure it was probably like at least one full day, maybe two, to rehearse everything. And there were moments, like the background did an amazing job. There were moments where, the camera lingered on some staff people, and I'm sure that was on purpose because there was also like an interaction going on, and like, other actors, they were supposed to cross the lens at a very specific moment. It was just so good. Just so good. My friend pointed out, like, she felt bad for the guy who was carrying a table at the very end. So there was a guy, for those who didn't see, that I doubt, was carrying a table at the very end, put it in the front row, like chairs, a lamp and everything. And can you imagine the pressure he was under? If they finally got to this point, it meant everything else went well. So if he fucks it up right now, they have to start over. And again and again and again. And, oh my God, it is such a pressure. I remember when I was back in Ukraine, I was doing like a little role in a feature film where I kind of had to coordinate what I'm doing with the like leading actors and the camera. And there was a moment like where I was supposed to run across the it's like a long shot through the camera. It was a moment when a radio, like it was a war piece, when the radio announced that the war had started, and I was supposed to run like through the crowd as though I'm running to tell my husband about it. And like that was the moment also where the leading characters met. So it's kind of like it started with me with this like long crane shot, and then so it's like flying camera, me running, and them also coming in, like another one running, two walking. So, and we all had to kind of be in one spot at one specific time. So it was fun and interesting to do it, So a few rehearsals so everyone knows what they're doing with which pace, but it was so little, and this scene, it was huge. Like at that time, I'm sure, even like all the camera movements, because they start on a crane, and the technology at that time, it wasn't as good as right now, Right now it's much easier to just take the camera off a crane and kind of walk with it and then put it back on the crane. And I think there were moments where they had to take it off one crane, walk through the whole, like through the premises of the venue and enter, like they kind of like entering through the back door, going through the kitchen, like different. It is just so amazing. I was blown away. And I think my English wasn't that good at that time. And I think I didn't get all that, like witty jokes. now I think I got like 98%. There were moments where I was like, oh, what did he say? What did he say? What did he say? I want to read the script. I want to read the script and I want to read a book. I absolutely didn't remember that it was a real story. And then there was an interview with a leading actress, whose name, of course, I don't remember. Lauren Bracco. I'm terrible with names. Okay, what was it? I was watching Goodfellas and cast Lorraine Bracco. And she is amazing. What can I tell you? She's amazing. I had no idea she was a model before, because I know her face, but I'm terrible with names. And yeah, she shared some funny stories about how and what was shot. You know, one of the funny stories was that she, at the scene where she asked for money to go shopping, at the end she kind of made her husband stay, who was played by like Henry Hill, Ray Liotta. So she told Scorsese, like, just don't cut, I have an idea. And at the end, like, they start kissing and she goes down for a blowjob, and she said, like, everyone was just like, what is she doing? And Ray went with her, like, he didn't get lost, he just played along with whatever she was doing, and it made it into the movie. Funny story. Yeah, she was proud to share. I don't know, I feel so inspired after tonight. It's like I need something like that happen to me maybe like every 2 days, so I get high on, you know, dopamine, inspired and willing to do stuff. I am not sure how to make it happen, but this was so good. Really, this was so good. I am very happy to go into the weekend with this mood. I hope you're having a great Friday night. Oh, it's Friday night, yeah. I haven't had a funny Friday night for quite a while. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying yours, and I hope you will have a great weekend. Thanks so much for listening. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night.